Do you think we need a revolution?
Yes, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Why?
Right now, the way Nigeria is set up, I would not recommend a revolution right now.
However, we need a revolution of the mind.
And I think everybody does know that Nigeria needs a revolution.
Put you on the spot, Dami. Do you think Nigeria needs a revolution?
Yes, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Why? What kind of revolution?
All kinds of revolution.
All
I mean,
kinds.
it started with the industry already.
Okay.
With everyone just making efforts to change. I mean, look at the setup. So things can only get better if people start to revolutionize. So I think that yes, Nigeria needs. Look at it now. Are you happy with the way the economy is?
Of course I'm not.
Nigeria is not worth anything.
Okay.
We need a revolution. We desperately need it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dami. Now, do you think we are ready for revolution in totality in Nigeria?
Not Nollywood, like the whole Nigeria.
Everything.
Why are you setting me up?
We just saw the setup now, so.
Okay, well, the way Nigeria is set up, revolution is defined, properly defined. I don't even think it is what is good for Nigeria right now. Everybody knows, everybody who's being truthful knows Nigeria is, what's happening in Nigeria now is unfortunate. It's really, really sad, and we need to actually change things. But if you're talking about the revolution, the way revolutions have happened in so many other African countries, I don't think Nigeria wants that. I mean, people are suffering. The revolution, it means people are going to suffer some more. So if we have people who are committed to changing the system, fantastic, fantastic, yes. But then revolution as defined and as spearheaded by the people who are currently spearheading it, I would not recommend. I would not join that. I would not join because it means people are going to suffer some more, and we're already suffering.
Okay.
So yes,
what would you recommend?
I'd recommend people pay attention to the next cycle of elections. Pay plenty attention to it. Things are not going to change immediately. Things are going to take a while to change, but pay attention to it. Vote right, vote properly, vote right, and yeah, I think we can make that kind of progress instead of a revolution now. People are going to die
And suffer more.
And suffer. If somebody says, Chidi, come and die and Nigeria will be better, I'll go and die. But people will die and things might still not change. So it's right now, the way Nigeria is set up, I would not recommend a revolution right now. Yeah.
Do you think Nigeria is ready for a revolution? Do you think a revolution is what we need?
I believe because I know what a revolution comes with, most times violence and all that. I would say we don't want bloodshed, if that's what you're talking about. However, we need a revolution of the mind, in such a way that we don't have to lose so much lives to get to where we want to be. We need a change. We need something, a drastic change. Yeah.
Instead of a revolution, a full-blown revolution, it's a better drastic change.
Yeah, a positive, drastic change. It comes with this perks and comes with this thorns as well. I don't know, man. I don't want no bloodshed, really. But sounds like we're ripe for a revolution, but we don't want bloodshed. We're in a box. We're in a fix, I beg your pardon.
There's been talk on social media about a revolution. Do you agree? Do you think this country needs a revolution?
So, do I think this country needs a revolution? Let me say this. The biggest problem with Nigeria is Nigerians.
Okay.
The revolution that we should be seeking is not one of violence or with guns, it's the one of our minds. A revolution in our minds. When we start to think right, then we start to act right. And as a people, we unite and the country becomes right. I don't believe that violence is going to get us anywhere. I do believe that we need a revolution of the way that we think, the way that we act, what it means to be a Nigerian. What does it mean? What does it mean to be a Nigerian? If you call out an American now, they will tell you, they will give you the Declaration of Independence. This is what it means to be an American. What does it mean to be a Nigerian?
I have to think about it.
That's because we don't know. The same way you know it is the same way I should know it.
Okay.
What identifies us as Nigerian? What can we say is What it means to be a Nigerian is when you believe in this, and you believe, what do we believe in? What do we think in our heads that makes us Nigerian? It's not just a tag, Niger area, or some people call it something else.
Yeah.
It should be a mindset. We lack that. So I think it's time we begin to renew our minds and not be conformed to the situations and the circumstances, but we renew, we need to change our mindsets. And I think that's the revolution. And that's a harder, it's easy to pick up a gun. It's easy to carry a placard. It's easy and make noise and vent your frustration and nothing changes. But when we change our minds, when we renew our minds, it's eternal. We take it and we pass it on to our children, our children's children, and the ones after that. And that's what I believe in, and I believe in it vehemently.
Do you think Nigeria needs a revolution?
I think, first of all, Nigeria needs a mental revolution first. The bondage we're experiencing, the problems our society is facing, I think it comes from us not having a coherent identity. We are lost a little bit in our mindset. We're conflicted and contradicted. I think all of us need to generally go through a revolution in our mindset, first of all. Understand that we need to take ownership for our country. We can't walk away from things that are not right. We've got to sit with it and fix it. Look, it's simplistic to think it's an us against them problem. It's not an us against them problem. It's an us against us problem. And there's a lot that has to happen inside each one of us before we start seeing anything happening on the outside. I love the sound of a revolution, but if you read a lot, you would know that a revolution is the last thing you want to see in a society. Let's try everything else first. Let's start a constitutional conference first. Let's start a sovereign national conference. Let's reconcile one another. The tribes, the Afro war went, nobody has restituted, nothing has happened. People that suffered from that war are still alive. Those things need to take place first. We need to recover our humanity first of all, as a nation. And when we do that, I believe most of these other problems will disappear. But a revolution will make things worse. Will make things worse.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So I'm going to ask you now, what do you think? Do you think Nigeria needs a revolution? This word has been trending online based on everything that's been happening, but do you think we need a revolution?
I don't think there's any great country in the world right now, Western country that did not go through a revolution. And I think everybody does know that Nigeria needs a revolution. But the question is, when will the revolution come? And a revolution does not come on without the people being ready for the revolution. It's the people who push and fight for a revolution.
So you be from the people, not just individuals leading this thing?
Yeah. The people have to be ready.
It's okay, no worries. I'll buy a new phone on Legit.ng. Gigi, sell faster, buy smarter.